Good morning, KU, and happy National High Five Day. Oh, well, that was better when we practiced
That's
it
okay.
before.
You win some, you lose some, right?
Okay, so today is a very gloomy day, and I think we could all agree that we could use a good cup of coffee this morning.
I never say no to a good cup of coffee.
You love coffee, and I know you often frequent many of the coffee shops on Mass Street, don't you?
Yeah, I like to go on a little mini adventure on Friday mornings and kind of try out a different coffee shop. Just, I'm curious.
So cool.
I keep my eye out and see where the new places I want to try. And so I just go in, get a little studying done, and try some new coffee.
Yeah, have you found a favorite place yet?
I have. I actually found my favorite place last Friday. It's this little shop called Alchemy Coffee. It's on 19th, right before Mass. And they individually brew every cup. So you sit there, you pick out which kind of coffee beans you want, and then you talk to the barista and he brews your cup of coffee. And it takes about 5 minutes, and it is so good. You don't need any milk or sugar or anything.
That's so cool. How do you find all the different places to go? Do you look them up? Do you just go randomly?
I just kind of keep my eye out. I'm a curious person. I know when you go down Mass, you can find something new every time.
Yeah,
there's
of course.
so many different shops and so many places unique to Lawrence that there's something new every time.
So are you going to go back there this Friday?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Keep us guessing.
But I know on Mass, because there's so many different places, there's new places all the time. And today, actually, in the UDK, Amelia Arvinson did a great feature story on the new soda shop that's opening on Mass Street. And it was started by two KU grads. They graduated in 2008, which is really cool. It was Matt Basinger and Luke Thompson. And they have over 1,000 different kinds of soda in their shop.
I didn't even know that many kinds of soda existed.
Me either.
That's crazy.
I think that's really cool. And one of the coolest things is they're only $2. And it said in her feature story that they have this little thing behind the bar, and it chills the soda in 2 minutes. So you can just buy it and you can have a chilled soda
$2
really
soda
quick.
To be chilled in 2 minutes.
Yeah, so they have big plans going forward, expanding their shop. Their official grand opening is in June, but you can go check them out right now.
Just go find the soda shop on Mass Street.
And it's perfect for a warm summer day or warm spring day.
And speaking except for today, the weather is warming up a little bit, and that means baseball, everyone's favorite summer pastime.
Yeah, everyone's getting the baseball fever.
And I know you live on Daisy Hill, so walking home, you can hear a lot of the sounds from the baseball stadium going on.
Yeah.
It's a very fun time for everyone.
Yeah, one of my favorite sounds is the sound of a baseball cracking off a bat. And whether that's on TV or I think it's so cool, I can hear the baseball stadium right from my dorm.
Of course, living in Kansas, there's a ton of Royals fans here. And they haven't been doing too well. They actually won last night in the 11th inning off a
that was
home
a crazy game.
Thank
2
goodness.
extra innings.
Yeah.
But it always feels good when they pull through.
Yeah, and speaking of Royals, some people don't know that, with summer, everybody thinks the summer, what's going to be the summer hit song of the summer, and the song Royals by Lorde was actually inspired by former Royals player George Brett.
Right. I had no idea about that. I know we were talking about it before, and I think that's so cool that there is a connection between some New Zealand pop star and Kansas.
I thought it was so random, but I guess she saw his picture in a magazine and just liked the word Royals. So
there's
very interesting.
Connections everywhere.
So fun fact for your day, and we will be right back.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. I'm Josh Kurlak here with our guest, Associate Professor of Linguistics, Harold Torrence. Harold, thank you for being here today.
My pleasure.
It was a little bit of a scramble, but we got you on, and you're not an easy person to track down, but you're here, and that's good. So we saw you out in the lobby today here at the Union on the 4th floor, and I think what we found out is it's the 45th Annual Linguistics or Conference of African Linguistics, correct?
Yes.
So what are you all doing out there right now?
Okay, so this is the 45th Annual Conference on African Linguistics, and this is the largest annual conference on African languages actually in the world. So in KU Association, so we have people from all over the world who are coming here to give talks on various aspects of African languages. So everything from formal linguistic theoretical talks to Nigerian hip hop music and the language that's used in that particular social domain. So it's really an everything conference. And one of the special themes for this year is we have a workshop sponsored by the National Science Foundation that's focusing on language endangerment in Africa. And just it's a major issue for linguists these days. It's just because the number of languages in the world is probably going to go down very quickly with modernization, et cetera. So the point of this workshop is to try and get people together who come from sort of different points of view to talk about the problem of endangered languages, specifically in the African context.
Very cool. That's interesting that you get a little bit of Nigerian hip hop in there. So a little bit of everything. Yeah. So who can attend this conference?
So anyone can attend the conference. It is free for KU undergraduates. And you just, if you come, the registration tables are open. So you can, and the program is posted online at, if you just Google ACAL 45, ACAL 45. You Google that, you can see the program on our webpage there. So yeah, in fact, you don't even have to register. You can just go in and out of the talks if you want to, if you're a KU undergrad.
Cool, so that, once again, that's ACAL 45.
45.
Okay, correct. And if you Google that, you should be directed to where your destination is. And so I just have a question for you. I think it's always interesting when you talk to people who are in the linguistics field. How did you personally get involved with all of this, and where did that passion come from?
So I always liked languages a lot, and I originally, my original pathway was going to be to study literature. I wanted to do comparative literature. So I had studied Spanish, and I said, oh, well, I'll take an Italian class. And I had no conception about languages being related to each other. And then when I got in the Italian class, I was like, oh, this is so weird that this is very similar to Spanish. So I just eventually got much more interested in language structure and just kind of the language itself and the grammar, and became, not that I don't love literature, but became less interested in the literary aspects.
Right, and I personally have taken a linguistics course myself. I wouldn't say I'm an expert or anything, but I know enough to be dangerous. So if you're on the fence about whether you want to take it, it's a great course, and it's a great field too. So, well, I think that's all the time we have, and I'll let you get back to doing your work out there. But thank you once again, Harold, for coming on. And that's it for us, and we'll be right back after a short break.
What do you mean? What do you mean my mocha's not here? I'm Ben Allen, seriously. Where? What about here? Is that better? Oh, now my arm's disappearing. Obviously, this is even worse. Oh, I look good. I look real good. Make sure you tune in on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. to listen to me and a bunch of other sports guys tell you what you've missed and give you a little bit of an inside perspective on some of the athletes and basically what we're thinking. Make sure you tweet at us at 3InKey on Twitter. I don't know where else you would tweet at us, but you should do that because I'm lonely and I need friends. Please follow me, Ben Allen Sports. It'll make your day better. Probably not. It'll make mine better though.
If I had a superpower, what would it be? It would be magic. Yeah, watch. Is that your card? Is that your card?
The ability to make lots and lots of money.
I could bend silverware with my mind. Is that your card? No. Is that your card?
Or you could just give blood.
Good morning, I'm Riley.
And I'm Kirsten, and we have your news for this morning.
A ferry capsized off the coast of South Korea yesterday, and nearly 300 passengers are still missing. 9 people have already been confirmed dead as the search continued into its second day. The ferry was headed for Jeju Island, a popular tourist spot with 475 people, including a large number of high school students. To make up lost time, the captain apparently diverted his path into a shortcut known for submerged rocks. Once the ferry hit a rock, it tipped on one side before sinking into the cold ocean waters.
In a bizarre news story, a Los Angeles-based rapper cut off his penis and jumped off a building. According to CNN, rapper Andre Johnson of North Star mutilated himself without warning and then jumped from a balcony of a second-floor apartment. His friends rushed outside and found him running around and screaming. Johnson, also known as Andre Rocks, was taken to Cedars Sinai Medical Center. Breaking news in this morning, the penis reattachment has failed.
Yahoo's COO, Henry DeCastro, is leaving his post after only 15 months with a severance package worth nearly $58 million. This hefty sum is due to the sharp increases in Yahoo's share price.
The Kansas City Royals' Mike Moustakas hit a go-ahead home run to push the Royals to a 6-4 win against the Houston Astros in 11 innings at Minute Maid Park. The night was highlighted by highly touted Houston Astros prospect George Springer, who made his major league debut. Springer went 1 for 5 and scored a run. The Astros and Royals will finish up their 3-game series tonight with first pitch at 7:10 p.m.
That's it for the news. We'll be right back with weather and sports.
If I had a superpower, what would it be? It would be magic. Yeah, watch. Is that your card? Is that your card?
The ability to make lots and lots of money.
I could bend silverware with my mind. Is that your card? No. Is that your card?
Or you could just give blood.
Hi, welcome back. And we have Allie outside. Allie, it looks cold out there. What's the weather like?
Yeah, it's pretty cold out here. It's 39 degrees right now. It's kind of not as windy as yesterday, but it's pretty cold still.
What have people been wearing out there?
Not a lot of people on the roof, but what I've seen this morning, they're just wearing jackets, leggings, boots, a scarf. Just, it's gonna warm up a little bit, but.
What's the Easter weekend look like?
Unfortunately, I think Sunday, it's gonna rain a little bit, but so we need to do those Easter egg hunts inside, but that's a bummer. But I think it's gonna be pretty warm up a little bit this weekend.
Okay, well, thanks, Allie, and thanks for watching. That's all we have for today.